Hi, everybody. Welcome to the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. Today we're celebrating the most free of all animals, possibly. It's either this or a horse, I think, but
I don't know. I
prefer
think
dolphins.
a free animal would have land and sky and water, you know?
Well, dolphins got sky. Are you seeing what I'm doing?
Frog with wings.
Frog with wings.
Anyway, I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon, at Shakao on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
Yeah, and we're continuing a game we started yesterday. And I made a few changes since last time, but they're really minor. I'll actually go over them right now. But just to remind everyone, we're making a dolphin game. This is kind of based off of a game that was for the Sega Genesis called Echo the Dolphin. And it's got some kind of interesting movement, which is fun. Most notably, you can't just turn. There's like a turn radius. You have to like turn around for a bit. And the other thing is you've got like a little bit of momentum. You slow down, but you don't, stop when you stop pressing a button. And you can do some fun, jumps because you're a dolphin out of the water. So there's no gravity when you're inside the water. You can just kind of go all around. But once you go out of the water, you can no longer control it, but you can do a nice little jump. And yeah, so we've got a few things left to do today, but first let me go over the changes I made. So first off, I fixed a bug that was causing a lot of the problems that we had yesterday. Namely, I have this ATAN2 here, and it says VY and VX. Yesterday this said VX. I switched it to be VY. That fixed a lot of stuff. Because in ATAN, you want to put the Y first and the X second, and you don't want to put X for both. That's just madness. The other change I made was I did a little bit of magic on this thing for choosing the image so that there's a bit more of a dead zone, so that now if I go left or full right, it doesn't kind of flicker in between two images. And then the last thing I did, which isn't actually a code change, was I added just a bigger tile map with some nicer looking rocks, some seaweed, some coral. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to what we have to do today. First, we have a bunch of fish from Vivian that we want to add to the game. And then secondly, we probably want to add, something to do with your stunts. And I've been playing around a lot with the just like jumping, and I think that there are a few changes we can make to make it feel a little bit better. Namely, I think that, well, you should be able to jump higher, or maybe you should like accelerate in the water. So right now you're always kind of going at a fixed speed when you press a button, but it would be nice if you got faster if you kept going in the same direction for like a larger amount of time. So then you could jump higher if you like got a running start. And then the other thing is, I think that when you land back in the water, there needs to be a little bit of a dead zone with controls. Because right now, if I do this and I hold up, you can get some kind of weird stuff happening. Like that. Which is no good. Oh, right, and one other thing we have to fix is the getting stuck in things. And actually, let's do that one first, because I have a plan for this one. So right now, you occasionally can get stuck in tiles in a very hilarious manner. It looks like someone threw this dolphin with such force that its nose got stuck into the wall. The reason this is happening is because we're switching the image. So when the image changes, it kind of changes where our hitbox is, and it means that we can end up crashing into things. And the way to fix that is instead of using this dolphin image to do the collisions, we will make another sprite that is going to do the collisions for us. So right here where I'm creating our dolphin, I'm going to go ahead and create another one. This one's also going to be 32 by 32, but it's going to be consistent. This image isn't going to change. And it's just going to be a big circle.
No.
This is even, so there is no.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah. So
You can just stretch it a pixel in each direction.
What?
Just stretch it out a pixel in each direction. Select half of the circle and move it left a pixel, and then select half and move it right.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I didn't do that very well. So we want to do this.
Mhm.
And then we
You draw
want to
such a
do
straight line.
this.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right, so we're going to create a new variable for this. This is going to be our dolphin body. And right now we're using dolphin in a lot of places on our code. Specifically, we are setting the velocity on our dolphin when actually we want to be setting our velocity on our dolphin body. We really just want the dolphin to always be in the right location. You can see another fun thing is happening because of this glitch. So let's go around in our code and we're going to go where we have the dolphin, and we're going to change this right here to be dolphin body. This is where we're setting our speed. We're going to do this same thing for this underwater code so that we're setting the friction and acceleration on our dolphin body. We're going to go to our camera follow, make it so that we're following our dolphin body. And yeah, let's go ahead and swim around as a mystical dolphin, magical dolphin. That's a giant circle. Okay. So we also want to go over here and we are going to take this code for setting the direction when we're out of the water and change this to be the dolphin body also. But we're going to leave this one where we're setting the image to be the dolphin. And now I think that's pretty much it. We just need to make it so that our dolphin is constantly set to the same location that our dolphin body is. So we already have this on-game update, so let's just do that right here. We're going to call set position on dolphin, and we're going to get the X and the Y of our dolphin body.
That's X and X.
Oh, yep. Thank you, Vivian. Cool. So you can't really see our dolphin. You can kind of see him peeking out there. But we basically got the code we had before, but now you shouldn't be able to get stuck in things. So let's go ahead and hide our dolphin body because we don't want to be a pink circle. It's not exciting. So we're going to set the flag invisible to be on. And yeah, cool. So our game looks like it was before, but it's acting a little bit differently. Now we're using the dolphin body to do all of the collisions. And oh, there's one other thing we have to do. We need to take our dolphin and make them a ghost. So they won't get any collisions at all. This jump is now much harder. All right. We're gonna have to deal with that too. But so what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to do fish first, or do you want to do like gameplay stuff first?
Fish.
Fish. All right, let's do fish. Okay. So there's going to be some fish you can eat, some fish you can't eat. And I think that when you overlap the fish you can eat, they'll just disappear, and maybe we'll do something like maybe you'll get like a boost or something. And then fish you can't eat, you'll just ignore them. Where there's no the dolphin is basically the king of the sea. So we already have our fish added to our project, but how? But how is that possible? How? Vivian made us an extension. And if she is so inclined, she will put it into the Twitch chat. So you can also use her beautiful fish.
Yes, I'll put it in the Twitch chat. But if anybody wants to send me fish, add to it. I want to have 100 fish to this extension. So
yeah. So if we look at the fish we have now, we have angelfish, I guess, clownfish, purple fish, green fish, puffer fish, jellyfish,
Flounder?
Yeah,
flounder
that's
fish, guppy, tiny angelfish, tiny green fish, seahorse, whale, dugong.
Oh wait, is that one a flounder?
that's fishing fish. You know, the kind that you fish out of the sea.
And a swordfish. Yeah, so let's go ahead and write a code, and that's going to be, we're going to make a function, which is going to be called create edible fish. And let's go ahead and create our edible fish first. So we're going to make a sprite. We're going to choose one of these images. Really, we should probably do this in like an array. So let's do that. Edible fish images. Whoops. Put this in here. And now let's judge which of these would be edible by a dolphin. This one, right?
Do dolphins eat fish? Is that realistic? Yeah. Oh, okay.
What do you think they eat?
Like the plankton?
They probably also eat that.
Unlike whales, they have teeth.
Do they really?
Can still eat plankton. Just there's some around their mouth open.
Is it pointy teeth or like flat teeth?
I think pointy.
It's terrifying. Dislike for dolphins grows.
But yeah, that's the difference between a whale and a dolphin. Dolphins have teeth. They chew things.
Oh, and whales don't. They have the mop things.
Baleen.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, they both have blowholes at the top, right?
Yeah.
No, dolphins do. Okay. Wait, do dolphins have the holes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't
Wait,
they?
Rich? Oh, no.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They can like at like SeaWorld or whatever, they can do the little like beach ball thing.
I thought they did that with their face. Like,
you might be right. But they do have blowholes. This I'm confident about.
whoa, okay. Wait, Richard, is your screen frozen?
No.
Okay.
Do I need to unshare and reshare?
Possibly.
Maybe. It's frozen for me. Ah, it's back. Yes. I thought you were just so like confounded by the dolphin blowhole problem that you just stopped scrolling through the gallery and you're like, gotta think about this.
All right, so we can scroll in, and these are the fish I deemed to be edible. And we're going to go ahead now and choose one of these to be our sprite image. So let's go into arrays and do our favorite little chunk of code.
Yeah. What do you think keeps whales or like dolphins from getting as big as whales? Are there really big dolphins?
Orcas are dolphins.
Orcas are small for whales, right?
They're still pretty big.
This is great. I like dolphins more now that I know that there's only one thing differing between them and whales.
All right, hey, for once we're using food. Okay, so how often should we create one of these, and where should we create them? I'm thinking that maybe instead of doing our usual create from like the side of the world, maybe we should just create them off screen.
Will that work? Or it doesn't get angry when you make them off screen?
Yeah, I'm not going to make them auto destroy. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to go ahead and I think, what is the best way to do this? Well, I know a dumb way to do it.
What's that?
We're going to get array of all locations, and we're going to do the C locations, and we're going to add the tile maps extension.
Nice.
Vivian's favorite extension.
That is a lie. Can't believe you would slander me like this.
I'm a rascal. Okay. Now we're going to do a get off screen ocean tile. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do a for of loop. Not that. For an array of all of the tiles. Well, we probably shouldn't do a for of actually. We should probably do a while loop. And I'm going to do this. But we're going to make a new thing that's going to be called tile to check. And instead of edible fish images, we're going to be using this. And in fact, I should probably put this in a variable. So I'm going to do this, then this, then this, then this, then this.
I have a fish joke for later when we need some airtime filled.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, I don't want to detract from your very interesting function making.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to be happy until they hear this joke.
Okay. What do you call a fish with 8 eyes?
Spiderfish.
Spiderfish.
Fish. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Thank you, Vivian.
You're welcome. It's my best joke. I just remembered it was ocean themed.
Did you invent it?
No, I think I heard it once.
Still good.
Thank you.
All right, this didn't work this didn't work super well last time we did it, but I'm going to well, let's not use the camera. We're going to use the Dolphin because the camera should be centered on the Dolphin. So we're going to do while tile to check left is less than the Dolphin x minus 80. That should be off screen. Or the Dolphin right is greater than, the tile to check right is greater than the x plus 80. And we'll change both of these to be Dolphin body. And we're going to put this in a not and an or. So let's go ahead and or both of these. Put it into a not. Grab this, put this here, and then we want to return this at the end. All right, so let's go over this.
Should it be and?
No, but I
Okay.
think this left and right is reversed. Okay, so while the right is less than this or left is greater than that, then if either of these is true, that means we're off screen. So yeah, right? Because if the right is less than the x minus 80, that means we're off screen in the left direction. So this will be true. If the left is greater than, that means we're off screen in the other direction. That's true. These will never both be true.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Does that make sense, Vivian?
Like one of them will be true. So you want to stop setting tile to check. So you...
Yes. So once one of these is true, this will be false.
Oh, wait,
because
sorry.
we're
You
counting
changed,
it.
I think you changed the sign and that made more sense. I didn't think about it with the new signs. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think this works with the new signs.
Yeah. But these will never both be true. So you don't want an and.
Mm.
All right, cool. So we've got this. We're going to go ahead and call this with a place on tile. Or place on location. And let's go ahead and call this. And we're going to use an on-game update every, I don't know, however much time, and call our create edible fish function. All right, now we should have some fish showing up.
Could this be get and remove?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but yes, it should.
It's probably fine.
No, you're right. It's an optimization. Also, this is a pretty inefficient way of doing this, but you know.
Oh wait, not the fish or.
Oh yeah, whoops. Cool. All right. So now we got a bunch of, fish popping in. Look at them.
Oh.
All right. Maybe these purple guys shouldn't be edible. They're pretty big.
Jump. Oh no. Oh.
All right, cool. Let's make these guys swim around. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give them all a really small velocity going in a certain direction, and we're going to flip their image depending on which direction they're going in. And we'll probably also make it so that there's a % chance every like 500 milliseconds that they will flip their direction. So to do this, we're going to use Vivian's actual favorite extension.
Yes. A+. I endorse this message. Very good extension.
Yeah, arcade sprite data. Okay. So now what we want to do is I think we want to I want to make this somewhat memory efficient. So I'm actually going to duplicate this like array, but make it an empty array, and I'm going to flip all of the images just once instead of doing it for each sprite. Otherwise, this game will not work on hardware because we're going to have a lot of fish. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this and be a new variable called edible fish images left. We are going to loop over our edible fish images. And for each of these, we are going to add a value to the array. And we are going to do it so that we clone it before we add it. So let's go ahead and grab a clone. And we're going to clone a value. Okay, so we're cloning it now. We also, though, want to flip it. So to flip it, we're going to go ahead and go into our images. We're going to call flip horizontally. And actually, I'm going to use a local variable. Going to set flipped image to be this. We're going to add flipped image here. And we're going to add flipped image here. Okay. Now, we are going to change this code a little bit. So we want to store the index of the fish image that we're getting. So I'm going to go into our sprite data. We're going to store a number. And we're going to set it on our edible fish. And it's going to be image index. Go ahead and put this right there. And now, oh no, I want this other one to be a Boolean. We're going to store a Boolean, which is the direction we are facing. And for this Boolean, we're going to do a math, and we're going to do a % chance. All right, great. We have our edible fish. Our edible fish just has a transparent image right now, and that's fine. We're going to now create another function, which is going to be called update edible fish image, or I should say direction. And what this is going to do is we're going to call this. Oh, it should take in a sprite. We're going to call this immediately and on our edible fish. And what it's going to do is it's going to check this facing variable. And then it's going to set the image of the fish. Oh, I could have just set an image, huh? Oh, no, I can't because of this extension. Right. That's fine.
Mm.
All right. So we want to do we want to get the value. So we're going to do if they are facing. Oh, I should have made this probably more descriptive. Facing left. A classic. So if they are facing left, then we want to get the left image. So we're going to go into our arrays, go ahead and get value at for edible fish images left. And we want to get that index that we stored. Okay, and then otherwise, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with our edible fish images. And the other thing we're going to do in this function is we're going to give them a little bit of velocity. So if they're facing left, we want to give them a negative velocity. And we want it to be pretty small, I think like -5. And then for Vy, let's just give them like a random range from like -5 to 5. And we'll do the opposite in the other direction. So 5 and then -5 to 5 for the Vy. And Yeah, let's see.
It's backwards because the facing left images are actually facing right. I wasn't sure if you had like a grand plan or something.
No, I did not. All right.
The fish face looks so stupid. They're like,
They're
Why are they still
adorable.
Why are they still going backwards?
Swap the velocities.
oh.
If facing left, oh my gosh, yes. Cool. Yeah, we got some
Nice.
fish going around. All right. The last thing we got to do for these guys is we got to gobble them up. So let's go ahead and do an on overlaps. So on sprite of kind player overlaps other sprite of kind food. Then I think right now we're just going to destroy our food with the I'm thinking like the disintegration.
Mhm. Where's my food? So
I go back
Dolphins
down.
probably.
Is that one stuck?
Yeah, there's no way to change direction just yet.
Ooh,
How did-
airfish.
Oh, right. That makes sense. They should not be able to go into the air. So let's go ahead and first do our little switching behavior. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do another on-game update every, I don't know. We should also, do you think maybe we should decrease the amount of fish? Let's do like every second.
Could you do bounce on wall?
Yeah, that should work.
I feel like Shannon's always,
Well, I'm still
using
going to have to
bounce.
swap the image. I'm still going to have to swap the images though.
Yeah, or you could manually do an unhit wall swap.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's do that.
Wait, sorry, Vivian? What?
No, I was just thinking that you always come in with like, why don't we use bounce on wall in like a clever way?
I like bounce on wall a lot.
Your favorite block?
No, my favorite block is the change color to other color.
Okay. I was testing you, Shannon, seeing if your heart was fickle.
Okay, so we're going to set their facing left to be the opposite of what it currently is. So we just use a not for that. And then we'll call our update edible fish direction.
Oh, you're making less fish.
Eating them before they can bounce, Richard.
I'm a dolphin. I need my protein. Yeah, it bounced. Yeah.
There we go. I love the upside down dolphin, man. Just chilling.
They come to his mouth. Lies in wait. All right. So I think now we should fix those flying fish probably.
Mhm.
So the easiest way to do that is just when the fish overlap with this this tile right here, the wavy one, we'll just negate their VY. So let's go into scene. We'll do an on overlaps of this, and we will just set their VY. To be not just the negative, we want it to be the negative of the absolute value. Otherwise, this will just keep flipping every frame.
Oh.
So by doing negative of absolute value, we'll make sure that it's always negative. Very positive. Yeah. So actually, we just need the absolute value. And we want to change this to be food. All right, that should hopefully stop our flying fish. We'll see if we see some more later. All right, so I think that's enough fish for now. We'll go ahead and add some non-edible fish later, probably towards the end of the stream. But for now, what were the other things we had to do?
The things for the dolphin to do.
Things for the dolphin to do. Oh yeah, hoops. Yeah, and we want to just improve, I think, some of the things, like the just like the controls and stuff. One thing real quick. Yeah, I know it's. So it's more common for you to be going, I think, sideways than it is for you to be going up and down. So I'm actually going to go edit our collision hitbox to make it a little bit more natural. And the way I'm going to do this is, where is it? Where is it?
Top right? Not top right.
There it is. I'm just going to shave off the top and bottom of this guy. And that should get rid of some of the kind of weirder behavior I was noticing while I was playing around with this. So now you can kind of get into some unnatural things, but you can fit into tighter spaces, which was difficult to do before. I know that's kind of abstract because you guys aren't playing the game, but it was kind of a problem I was noticing. All right. So next thing we want to do is I want to fix the controls a little bit. So right now it feels good to do a jump, but you can do some weird stuff if you just like keep holding the controls like this. You shouldn't be able to do that.
How many skips can you get?
And so what we're going to do is I think we're going to do a variable, and it's going to be called control lock end time. And basically what we're going to do is when we go back into water, we're going to set this control lock in time, and we're going to make it so that our controls are locked until a certain amount of time has passed. So we want to, right here inside of this if underwater check, we're going to check to see if we are not under the sea, which means that we are passing through this the first time. You, Vivian, singing the song.
I really try to restrain myself.
So if we are not under the, are we under the sea? We're going to go into game and we're going to get the current time since start. And we're going to add like, I don't know, start out with it kind of small. Let's just add like 500. And now we're going to go over to where we're doing our controls right here. And we're going to add something to our are we under the sea check. We're going to say, are we under the sea? And is time since start greater than our control lock in time? And so what this is going to do for us is it'll make it so that for the first 500 milliseconds that we go back into the water, we cannot do any controls. So yeah, I can no longer skip. Cool. Okay. Let's add our cool rings to jump through. So right now, I'm just going to create a tile for these rings to be placed with. And it's just going to look pretty dumb. It's just going to be a bit of air, and it's going to have a circle in it. Whatever. And because I've been, spending all my time trying to do this jump, I'm just going to put it over here. So let's go ahead and spawn our ring over here, see how it looks, and then try and do a jump through it. So first thing we're going to do is inside of our on start, we're going to loop over our locations. So let's do a for element of, and we're going to get an array of all the ring locations. Then we're going to cover up our rings because we don't want them to show up in our game. So we're going to set the tile at that location to be just sky. And now we're going to create two sprites. The first one is going to be called ring back. We're going to add a new kind called ring. And this one is going to be the back part of our ring. So our ring has two parts like this. And the reason it's like this is so that you can jump through it, and we can set the z-index high on this one and z-index low on this one, and then it'll look like we're going through it. So we need this one for the back. So let's do that. And then we're going to do the ring front. And set it to be the front of our ring. And now let's go ahead and set our z-index. So we're going to set our Dolphin z-index first so that we just know what value we're going relative to. We're going to set it to like 5. And then for the ring back, we will set the z-depth to be less than that, so 4. And then for the ring front, we'll set it to be greater than that, so 6. The other thing we need to do is we need to place it on our tile. So we'll go into our scene, we'll grab our place on top of location block, and we're going to do it for both of them. They're both the same size, so they should end up matching up as long as we, put them in the same location. No, it's too high.
Almost.
All right, let's go ahead and make it lower. Put it like right there.
Maybe if you. Oh yeah.
Wow.
All right. Now we have a ring to jump through. So what should happen when you jump through the ring?
Stars. Applause. Dolphin feels happy. The sun comes out. You get points. Those are my suggestions.
All right, well, this is Tony Albatross that we're talking about. So I'm thinking that maybe we should say something like sick and then give them a bunch of stars.
Mm-mm.
Hey, is that back one like right?
I think the back one should, or the bottom half should be back, and the top half should be front.
It's like an optical illusion.
Okay, let's do that. So we'll set this to be like 3 and then this to be like 6.
Oh
Yeah.
that looks great.
All right. So how to detect if we are going through it? I think that we can just check to see if we are colliding with the ring back. And if we're colliding with the ring back, that means we are high enough to get through it. So there might be some cases where you kind of cheat, but since it's on top of that rock right now, it's kind of tough too. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new kind, which is ring back. And let's go ahead and do an on overlap, which is in scene. No, sprite. And we want to do player and ring back. And when that happens, we're going to have our dolphin say, and we will start an effect on our ring.
Fire.
Amazing.
All right. So maybe warm radial would make more sense.
Oh.
Mm.
Hmm.
Confetti.
Oh, confetti's good.
Mm.
And let's put a timer on it. Yeah, that looks great. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my tile map real quick. Just to make it a little less frustrating. And we're going to get rid of these two. All right, let's give this a shot. Still tough. All right, Well, this brings us to the next thing I wanted to do, which is I want to make it so that you can get faster and slower. But the other thing is, I think that you really just need a lot of vertical space for this. So I'm going to get rid of this one too. Looks a little weird, but eh. All right. So we want to start out slow when we start moving, and then I think that when we're done moving, your speed will like kind of reset. And so right now, I want to make sure that we can go faster than what I'm currently doing so that we can get even bigger jumps, because right now it's pretty tough to make this. Yeah. So let's do that real quick. I think what we need to do is inside of our move towards angle function, we have this speed right now, and I'm going to make a variable that's going to be current speed. And we're going to change our current speed by 1 at the end of this function. And we are going to set this to be our current speed. All right. If we stop pressing a button, so if we hit this else case right here, we're going to set our current speed back to be our kind of like default value, which is going to be, let's do like 90.
Wow.
Awesome.
Maybe do a max speed or?
Probably, yeah. That's great, though. Maybe you should make the sky bigger.
Ooh, yeah, I should. Oh man, I could do like several weeks of this. I would love to. All right, let's make it way bigger.
So you're not setting a max speed?
Haven't decided yet. I think we're gonna go bigger in both directions.
Mm.
So like what I want to do is I want to bring this down. Fill up the sky up here. Fill up this down here. Do it like that. Fill in the wall right here. And yeah, see how this goes. Oh,
Wow. Do you feel free?
yes.
Oh no. Ow. Are bottle rockets inspired by the bottlenose dolphin, do you think?
I'd like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I move this down?
Yeah, what happened?
I think maybe part of it
Oh, I
was
was
still
scrolled.
off the... Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of rock formation do you think this is? Sedimentary?
It's like a sea mountain, you know?
Give it a couple more shorter pointy bits. That works too.
Wow, cool. Do you
Like,
think
kinda like
tunnels
that?
are?
Hmm?
Do you think tunnels occur naturally in the ocean?
I think so. Because of like currents?
Makes sense.
I'm not entirely sure, but
Shannon, I believe it. It sounds reasonable. I want to be a dolphin now. This seems fun.
you fully come around, Dolphin?
Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
having the crazy max speed though is kind of fun, and I would like to make a game where we just put a bunch of junk up here for you to get. You know,
Yeah.
we're kind of running out of time now, but I might pitch us to keep doing this for at least one more day.
After Ocean Week,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a hard pitch, Richard. But
I
you
know.
know what? I feel like you're bringing a lot to the pitch table. Whoa.
Also, this diving into the ocean to start with is pretty good.
Ah. What?
All right. So one thing we need to do is when we jump, we need to clear our current speed.
Mm.
So we'll do that right here also. And then, so to get current speed, you're just gonna have to do some donuts like this.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Guys, this game is actually really fun.
Okay, the last thing I think you should do is add like a tiny bit of texture in the sky, like some static clouds or something, just so you can see when you're moving. But
Okay.
If we do this game later, I vote we bring space into it.
if you just keep going up, yes.
I want to make it so that it's like an Easter egg. Like if you go way, way, way too far up, you end up in space and you just float away. And then it shows up with like Rip, Tony Albatross, the raddest dolphin that ever lived.
Oh my gosh, Tony Albatross found his true place in the sky. The truly the freest animal.
All right. So we want to add some texture to the sky. Let's try and do that real quick. So we're gonna do some clouds, and yeah.
We have requests to play the game in chat, so when you're done, drop a link.
Oh yes, we'll do.
I want to play too.
So we're gonna make some clouds, which are gonna be like little multi-piece things.
I think the genius of this game is that a lot of it is based in realism, so when you push the boundaries, you really believe it.
Richard, are you editing instead of?
Yeah, on purpose.
Oh, on purpose. Okay, cool.
All right, it's kind of boring, but I'll make some more interesting clouds later. We're kind of out of time though.
Oh man, we are.
There you go. Some very uniform clouds.
Big jump.
Oh, and one other thing I want to do is I want to make it so that when you eat a fish, your speed goes up. So let's do that real quick. We're gonna go to where we eat our fish.
Down, right there. Yeah.
Right. And we're going to go to our current speed, and we're going to change our current speed by 5.
Wow.
Any fish. Come on.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this game forever. If we're not doing it on Monday, which we really should, because I think that just the ridiculous jumping has completely changed how I see this game, and has made it a lot more fun. So anyway, I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon, at Shakal on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Vivian, at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
And yeah, thanks for watching.